Now, up on the stage, the competitors will be announced to the spectators here and to you at home as well.
World Championship 2012. The final match of the expert class is about to begin.
In this final, Akikazu Saito from Japan, who has an unbeaten record so far today and had only one loss yesterday all day, will play against Stephano Memoli from Italy. They both feature in sector decks.
World Championship 2012.
Here's our MC who will now introduce the players.
The 10th annual Yugioh World Championship 2012. Final match of the expert class. Here are the finalists. まずは日本代表斉藤秋勝さん。秋勝斉藤 representing Japan.
Okay, first we had Akikazu Saito from Japan. And he's born in Aichi Prefecture and he's 26 years old.
続いてイタリア代表ステファノ・メモリさん。Stephano Memoli, representing Italy!
Stephano Memoli from Italy. He's from Milan, Italy, and he's 25 years old now.
Stephano has been extremely focused the whole weekend, and it has brought him up to here, up to this point.
Please go on standby.
The duelists will now prepare for their final match of this World Championship. The judges and translators are coming up on stage. We have seen Saito's Insector deck, but it's the first time we have Memoli on screen. Kevin, does his version of the Insector deck have any surprises for us in store?
As far as surprises, Memoli's got a little bit more removal. He's got Compulsory Evacuation Device, Regeki Break. The big difference is in the monster selection. Memoli is running an 18 monster deck. Saito is running a 21 monster deck. The basic difference is that Saito, in addition to his Insector lineup, is running Blackluster Soldier, Dark Armed Dragon, and Gores. Memoli is running none of those monsters. So he's just a fast, pure Insector deck. Of course, with the usual accoutrements, Effect Veiler, Card Trooper, Sangan, which both duelists are running.
So Memoli is betting more on more removal, whereas Saito tries to have a bit more pressure with big monsters.
Yep. Saito's got the big boss monsters if he needs them. Memoli's more on speed.
And are there any big differences of the side deck and extra deck, Kevin?
The extra deck is largely the same between the two, with a couple differences. Memoli is running a lineup of Jin Xyz monsters. He's got Mellow Melody, Muzu Rhythm, Tempo. He's also got a copy of Ally of Justice Catastor, which we haven't seen this tournament.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
No problem.
Both have obviously done really well in the tournament so far. Yesterday, Saito went 4-1. His only loss was to the Malefic Skill Drain deck that we have talked about earlier in the broadcast. He had 4 Insector mirror matches yesterday and won all 4 of them. Memoli had to contend with a lot of different decks. He had a win against the Dark World deck. He lost to the Exodia deck we saw in the quarterfinal today. He won 2 times against Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers is the only deck he had to play 2 times. And as mentioned with the German player earlier today, in the 5th round, he had a draw against Joshua Schmidt. During today's competition. Stephano started off with a mirror match, Insector mirror match, against another player from Japan that he won. And then he defeated the player from Singapore who also ran Insectors.
The Singapore champion that Stephano Memoli defeated earlier today, incidentally, was the player who knocked off that Malefic Skill Drain deck in the quarterfinals, which has been making some ripples at this tournament. Caused a couple losses for some players who have been on a roll otherwise.
Definitely. Saito's first win today we actually had on screen. It was against Winston from the US with his Exodia deck. Very exciting match. And in the next round, in the semifinal, he beat the German duelist Joshua Schmidt with his version of Insectors. So another Insector mirror match that went Saito's way. He has won all Insector mirror matches this weekend, and that might give him a little bit of an edge here, but let's see what will be happening.
Okay, by the way, let us introduce ourselves a little bit. I'm Shin from Konami Japan, and
my name is Peter Fortier. I'm with Konami Europe.
And I'm Kevin Tuart. I'm with Konami USA in Los Angeles.
Looks like the players are ready to go.
Welcome to the finals of the 2012 World Championships. You may begin.
Here
ただい
we
まよ
go.
り一般の部決勝戦開始となります。
We have Memoli on the top of the screen and Saito at the bottom. It looks like Saito is starting off the duel with Allure of Darkness.
and banishes the centipede.
Graveyard is going on the right. Banished cards on the left. Memoli requested that the banished cards be in a separate area.
And both players pretty much don't need the field card zone this match, right?
Not as far as I'm aware. Can't see anything that would require it.
It's Stephano's turn.
As mentioned earlier today, I saw Stephano Memoli showing really a lot of skill and composure in Milan at this year's WCQ, being cheered on by hundreds of Italian duelists in the hall, and I think that he proved there that he really has what it takes to compete under pressure like this.
Memoli asking Saito how many cards in his hand. Saito's demonstrating he has 5.
So revealed cards from the pot of dualities, Effective Veiler, and Torrential Tribute and Heavy Storm.
Yes, I believe it was.
I think he took Veiler, put back Torrential Tribute.
Looks like so.
I think it might have been the other way around, but we'll see.
The way he did it wasn't really clear, to be honest.
Not to us. I'm sure it was on stage.
Pretty sure, yeah. As you can imagine, we don't have it on screen, but there is more than one judge present, so they will make sure that everything is on the up and up.
Centipede was summoned, equipped with Ladybug. Ladybug went away. Centipede activates, searches for Dragonfly.
And Centipede is currently level 4. Five.
It should be 5. I think he just put the die on there without really putting the right number up.
Just as a marker.
Yeah.
He's probably not expecting it to stay around for long. There's our good friend Card Trooper. Sending 3 to the graveyard. Look like Mind Control, Gigamantis, and Solemn Warning. And the flip summon of Sangan. Effect Veiler. Looks like it went on to Card Trooper.
Saito, I think he attacked
Into Centipede, yep.
with
His-
Sangan to get Sangan's effect.
which got him Effect Veiler. Before that, before Memoli's Effective Veiler wiped out the attack points of Card Trooper, I assume Saito's plan was to run over Centipede with Card Trooper and then follow up with the direct attack of Sangan. Try and get him for some life point damage.
It's amazing the contrast between this match and the Dragon Duel final we had before. Both players were playing very much more cautiously and slowly, whereas the Dragon Duel was more like fast and furious.
Yep. Another Ladybug on Centipede, went to the graveyard. Centipede searched again, and got a Dragonfly. MST from Memoli. Chain Call of the Haunted, gets Sangan. Call of the Haunted is destroyed, he gets to search for Sangan. Classic play, 10-year-old play.
Yes.
Still works.
And he got another Effect Veiler, looks like. Effect Veiler, always a nice card against Insectors. You negate the ability of Insectors to have an equipped card, and they just drop off to the graveyard. And looks like that's what he just did.
Yeah, he just used Effect Bearer.
Centipede attacked Card Trooper. Haven't seen any Insectors yet this duel out of Saito.
It looks to me that Saito is approaching the mirror match differently than we have seen before. In the mirror match we've seen before, both players try to get off their engine first.
Yeah, they
And
try and outmuscle the opponent.
Yeah, and it looks like Saito is more patient and just tries to basically prevent his opponent from getting going.
Maybe because this is the final.
That could be.
Could be.
Also, we of course don't know what Saito has on his hand, so here comes the first Centipede for him.
And equipping Gigamantis, which he sent to the graveyard earlier with Card Trooper. Looks like he's going to use MST to destroy his own Gigamantis.
Memoli is triple checking his graveyard.
And here comes Blackluster Soldier. Attacking.
With 3080k.
Yep. And attacking again. BLS can attack twice in a row. And a direct attack with Centipede.
So it seems the idea was use Sangan to get Effect Veiler, use Effect Veiler to stop his opponent from doing what he wants to do, getting it into the graveyard, and summoning BLS with it.
Yep. Memoli switching to a defensive posture, looks like. Let's call the Haunted again from Saito.
Sangan again.
Sangan again, yep.
Activate a Heavy Storm to...
If that goes through, it
Yeah,
destroys his
destroy
own
his
Call of the
his own
Haunted,
Call of the Haunted.
and lets him use his Sangan a third time to get his third Effect Veiler.
Hornet onto Centipede. Effective Veiler causes Hornet to fall off. Hornet came back a second time, got rid of Card Trooper.
And attack for the first duel.
So it really looks like Saito's strategy to destroy his own card by get his own effect is really great, I think.
I think everything went right for him in this first duel. Let's see what's going on after they both go into the side deck.
Yeah, the multiple searches with Sangan and Call of the Haunted certainly didn't hurt.
No, that getting to use Sangan 3 times, getting all 3 Effect Veilers, that gave him the time and the opportunity to bring in BLS, which of course you first have to have in your hand anyway. Do you think Memoli has anything in his side deck to counter this type of strategy?
Let's see here. Difficult to say. He's got an interesting trap lineup. Some additional removal with Dust Tornado. Some dimensional prisons, which would help against the direct attacks. And then he's got a couple chain disappearances, which we saw helpful earlier. But the chain disappearances will depend on what Saito brings out during the duel.
And the Memori's other side deck cards are Ryo and Dimensional Fissure.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Thunder King Ryo during this tournament.
Yes.
Which is a little surprising because it sees a lot of play in regular tournaments. I know in the US, and I believe in Japan also.
Yes.
How effective do you think is it against insectors?
I think Thunder King is pretty much effective against almost anything.
Almost
It's a
anything.
It's a 1900 attack monster, if nothing else.
Of course, both players are very familiar with the mirror match, so they don't exactly know what they want to side in. So side decking went really quickly. They're now shuffling their opponent's decks. Pretty sure the final cut again in this final will be done by a judge. And we should be back with the action of the second duel very quickly.
So judges are doing the final cut.
Here we go. Drawing off the opening hand. And Memoli will go first. Drawing his 6th card.
Memoli said 3 cards and turn end.
Maybe we're seeing a bit more of his removal this duel around.
Saito also sets 3 cards and set 1 monster and passes his turn.
Players pass back and forth pretty quickly. I think it's already back to Saito. Memoli didn't do anything in his turn. Didn't do anything but draw a card, of course. There's Card Trooper.
And he negated that with Solemn Warning. Certainly didn't want Card Trooper getting anything extra in the graveyard.
So Saito will pay us 2,000 life points.
Mind control.
Memoli displaying the number of cards in his hand. Takes control of Saito's monster.
And gets a dragonfly this way.
Equipping it with his own Hornet. Saito responds with Really Eternal Rest, which destroys all equipped monsters. Memoli's probably saying, what the heck is this?
This is really old card, isn't
Yep.
it?
I think I saw it for the first time when going over the deck list earlier today. And it seems that Memoli hasn't seen a lot of it either before.
Nope.
It really looks like Saito knows exactly what to do in every situation and has the correct cards to do it.
Here comes his second Dragonfly. And Memoli has a Solemn Warning of his own. Neither one of them seems to want to let the other one get going.
There's a lot of checking of back row set back row cards going on.
Monster Reborn on the Dragonfly. In defense position. And Wrench to
Finish
wipe it out.
attribute for that.
They're really feeling each other out here, it seems like.
They're also both running low on cards. If either one of them manages to get started, the other might not be able to stop him at this point.
Have we already seen any side deck cards of the two players?
Not that I can tell, no. I have a pretty good idea what Memoli side decked, but I don't want to say anything. Really, Eternal Rest was the one exception. Yeah, that was a side deck card on Saito's part. Saving that for the mirror match like this.
Saito draws a card and set one card on the spell and trap card zone.
Ooh, heavy
wow.
storm. It's going to wipe out a lot of cards. Saito asking how many cards Memoli has in hand. Looks like 3. Transmigration Prophecy. He's chaining it.
And Memoli answers with Solemn Judgment. And here go all those nice back road cards.
Yeah, Centipede.
Centipede with Ladybug. Memoli's giving him some damage. And then sending Ladybug to the graveyard. Centipede gets some Dragonfly. Saito playing defensively.
That worked well for him in the first duel, but this one is pretty much going a different way, I think, so far.
Centipede going to grab something. Yep, going to grab that Hornet. That Hornet would have been shuffled into the deck if Transmigration Prophecy had gone off. That's why Memoli was willing to pay 3,000 life points to stop it. Hornet destroyed Saito's own face-down monster. And Centipede searched out a Gigamantis. And Dragonfly. Ooh, negated before it could even hold something, looks like. Gigamantis onto Centipede. Attacking, duel's over.
So Memoli won this duel, so next is their final duel. Should
That's right.
be.
Score's tied at 1-1. Key card of that duel, Heavy Storm.
Yeah, heavy storm.
Pretty much,
Exactly.
yes. That got rid of a lot of cards. Going back into the side decks for the last time before the last duel of the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2012. Although I have to say, the way I know our players, they probably will get some more dueling in this evening in the hotel lobby.
Definitely. And probably some more trading, too.
And even that. Memoli showing that his side deck has 15 cards again. Saito doing the same.
After this match is over, we will also be streaming the awards ceremony, I believe. So you'll be able to watch that as well.
Yes, as soon as this match is going, we will say goodbye to you. And we'll leave you with the pictures of our award ceremony here.
Saito is shuffling the memories deck very carefully. And gives it back to Memoli.
Here come the judges. And Akikazu Saito will start the final duel of this event.
Here we go.
Centipede, that's an auspicious start for Saito with Hornet. And Gigamantis. Probably going to destroy his own Gigamantis with the Hornet. Nope, Effect Failure. Effect Failure causes Hornet to fall off.
For any newer players watching, why does it cause Hornet to fall off and not Gigamantis?
Hornet was equipped to Centipede because of Centipede's effect. Centipede's effect is negated, therefore Hornet falls off. Gigamantis equipped itself to Centipede with a Gigamantis' effect, which is the effect of what is currently considered an equipped spell card and is not affected by Effect Failure. Stephano Memoli reading the effect of Gigamantis, which is about to get destroyed by a Mystical Space Typhoon, looks like. And if Gigamantis is an equipped spell card and is destroyed or sent to the graveyard, then you can special summon an Insector from the graveyard, which would be Hornet.
It also would trigger Centipede's effect? No, because it was effect value, right?
Correct. Centipede currently has no effect.
They're checking the situation with the judges.
Special summoning the Hornet in defense. Looks like he is searching with Centipede. Shin, did I miss something?
No.
Why is he searching with the Centipede when its effect was negated by effect failure?
I'm not sure, but
I think we missed something. Apologies to the viewers at home.
We probably have missed something here.
so it seems Memoli is checking the status with judges again.
Moving on to summon Dragonfly, equipping Ladybug.
Some discussion going on right now. Something needs to be clarified. Now play continues.
Dragonfly is going to summon.
Centipede?
Yep. Ah.
Diddy
Diddy
Crow.
Crow is going to eliminate the Ladybug, looks like, before it can equip to the Centipede.
Now the ladybug is vanished. And they are checking the status again.
If I was to venture a guess, I would say that Saito is confirming that he DD-crowed the ladybug before it was actually attached to the centipede, and therefore the two sectors have different levels currently.
Maybe they are discussing the timing, right?
Yep.
This is also again an example of a match where language barrier probably plays a role. Stephano Memoli speaks English pretty well, but I'm not sure about the English of Saito, so they probably need at least a translator from Japanese to English.
Exactly. Saito needs a translator, of course.
And for some of the more complicated things, they might also need an Italian translator, so figuring out more difficult situations can just take a few minutes, which is understandable in such a high-pressure situation in such an important game.
And also we have Japanese judges on the stage, and also US staff, US judge on the stage as well, to make sure.
Saito now equipping Hornet with Hornet. Ah, Dust Tornado. That was one of the side deck cards that Memoli went for earlier. That summons a Dragonfly, gets the Hornet back. Hornet blowing up Gigamantis. Summoning Centipede with Gigamantis. Summoning with Dragonfly.
Saito exits summon the Levier to get
That's a lot of monsters. And that's that.
Congratulations to Akikazu Saito for winning the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2012 here in Tokyo, Japan.
2012 Yu-Gi-Oh! World Champion Akikazu Saito from Japan, and our runner-up Stephano Memoli from Italia.
We're now saying goodbye to you. Thank you very much for watching this stream. I hope you had as much fun as we did here. Let us know what you think about. Send us an email or write something up in the comments. And hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening.
So long from Japan.
Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2012 10周年記念大会一般の部チャンピオンが今ここに決定いたしました。The 10th Annual Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2012 Expert Class A Champion is Born 一般の部世界チャンピオンは日本代表斉藤秋勝さん。The world champion of the expert class is Akikazu Saito representing Japan! Congratulations! 見事優勝しました 斉藤さん、本当におめでとうございます。ね、斉藤さん自身もここに来るまで、本当一歩一歩毎日努力をして今日チャンピオンになられたということでございます。ここに来るまで数々のね、苦難だったり困難だったりいろんな壁があったと思います。そして今日乗り越えてね、この場にたどり着きました。本当に